morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, YouTube viewers. Good morning, Facebook Nation. And also a special good morning for, there's a new group that is following me. Didn't know that they were there, but now that I know that they are there, I wish you guys and ladies, I wish you a good morning as well. Before we start, click like, subscribe, share. There's a lot of different topics in the playlist, things that we go through on an everyday basis. But also, it's a different way of looking at situations in our lives. So again, good morning, everyone. It was a beautiful weekend. Hopefully everyone this morning is healthy, having a beautiful day. And condolences to the fallen Capitol Police officer who, was tragically a victim of someone else's confusion. So our condolences go out to that officer as well. So today we're going to get right into it because it's a long topic, but it's going to tap into, most of us out here, we think that, we're in control of our own reality, when in fact we're not. So sit back and you're going to learn about the three realities in which applies to every person that is watching this video. Most people think they live in one. Today you're going to find out that you actually live in three realities, and there's a fourth reality, but most don't fall into that category. But as the world progresses, we're finding that people are taking on that fourth reality. So today we discuss one of the greatest secrets that every human should know. However, it has taken on a new meaning, which is today's topic, the greatest fantasy. Okay, we will learn about time and we'll learn about patience. However, we will also tap into a subject in which most believe a word to mean, when in fact it's far from what we were taught. And we're going to learn about this word because when we learn it, you'll never look at it in the same way again. And it's right there in its definition. So you be prepared for that. So to begin, we're going to start today's quote. And today's quote is from Credo Mutwa. And that's spelled Credo Mutwa. And this man is a naturalist from the Zulu Nation. And he's also a shaman. But he's well known in the region, as well as some other countries. Not so much here, but other countries respect his work. So, and I quote, "We claim to be masters of our own destinies. We are not. We claim to be in charge of our path in life. We are not. There is no prisoner more pathetic, nor slave more pitiable than a prisoner or slave who thinks that he or she is a free person. We are not." End quote. This is a fitting quote to bring light to our reality. Sadly, we live in a world with multiple realities. However, no matter of the three realities in which is inside of every man, woman, and child, they all lead to the one reality in which we are all held accountable to. So no matter what reality you're in, there's a reality that exists, which is the reality, the real time, which we're all held accountable to, no matter what our belief systems are. So that reality is the reality of what we are seeing in our world today. Mass shootings, human sex trafficking, underage girls with prominent men, sex rituals, and lawlessness, poverty, oppression, destruction upon the earth itself. So when we talk about, the rainforest being cut down, and there's so much construction that, forests are literally being wiped out. This people is our reality. No matter who you are, no matter where you live, this is our reality. This is the world that we live in. this is where the second reality exists, which is the reality in which we all take on. We go away from that because we don't want to deal with the real world, the real reality. So we take on a second reality. And this is a reality where we maintain our daily routines, we rush to pay our bills, we take the kids shopping, maintaining bonds with our children and their interests and activities. When we have time, we sit down and we watch the local news, sharing time with our friends when we can. Busy, busy, busy. Now, our third reality is how others perceive us. So even though we know who we are when we're behind closed doors, when we come out those doors, we're someone else. This is a different reality. These are all separate realities. They're not one. And this is the reality of perception, because it drains us. It drains us from the light within us. So in a sense, it's a bending reality, and you're going to learn about why it's a bending reality and what that bending is. So going back to the light that it drains from us, we have light in us. And when we are put in situations where we become vulnerable, that's where light is drawn. So when you see manipulation and things being thrown on you so much where your stress level, these are things that drain your light from you. So it boils down to the feeling in you where your worth is questioned. Anywhere where your worth is being questioned, that's where you become vulnerable, you become drained. And by bending, the way to protect yourself in this is going back and forth between 2 and 3, between the second reality and the third one, where's perception. So we protect ourselves in that realm. Now, however, some have taken on a fourth reality, and that fourth reality is narcissism, where you are loyal to the world that you're created, and no matter what the true reality is, you can never see it. And most of us don't fall in that category, because if we were, we'd all be wealthy and rich. So, and our worlds would be much different, not for the better. So some of us fall into that fourth reality. But we are mostly, since we're good people and we're on that precipice, that fence to do good and bad, or to accept good and to accept bad, we're going to deal with the one reality in which we are all held accountable to, because no matter what we do, this is the reality in which we are all bonded to, and we can't escape it. People, it's up to us to change that one reality, because even though the real reality in which we live in, things are not great, we can bring the good things from the second and the third reality. We can still be those same people, and that's the key to world change and changing how things are in the world. I know that was confusing, but I'm going to explain it. So I feel that it's important because, again, it's not your fault. Many people can say, hey, look at ourselves. And on this channel, we say, no, we look at ourselves to find out what our role is to respond to the things that are being projected and the things that they want us to believe. So there's a difference. So, but to go back to this word that I talked about in the beginning, it's going to blow your mind. And the word is demonic possession. And how many people out there are saying, oh, that's an easy one. I know exactly what demonic possession is. It's when these evil things get in you and that's it. No, no, no. I'm going to read the definition of what that is, and you're going to find out that evil is just so small of a part to it, you can toss it out. And what the definition is for demonic possession is influence or control by something. Something can be someone. It can be a physical thing, okay? Such as an evil spirit. Now that evil spirit that they're talking about is possible, but it's only possible by this: a passion or an idea. So I'm going to read the whole definition. Influenced or controlled by something, such as an evil spirit, a passion or an idea. Passion or idea has nothing to do with occult. It has nothing to do, but yet and still, passion and idea can be demonic because it's defined as such. Think about that. So let the passion stand for the second reality in which we all exist. The one is who we are behind closed doors, the things that we know that we have to do, and the things that, you know, that keep us busy, 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 busy. All right, so that's the passion. Okay, for the second reality. Now, the idea stands for the third reality, where, you know, we want the world to be a better place. We want to believe that, you know, what we hear from, you know, various outlets, whether it be politicians, whether it be news people, even people that are around us, because people that are around us do the most harm to us, you know, and they do it with a smile on their face. So the idea is that, you know, you hope that people will become better people. So these are all hopes. These are all ideas that you have. So you can be overwhelmed with those ideas, and you can be overwhelmed with the passion. In turn, evil spirit allows to come into you. Because if you keep yourself blind to the one reality in which you live, there's somebody else who can take you, like that old commercial, Calgon, Take Me Away. There is a spirit out there that will take you away. And you don't necessarily have to be out there doing anything bad to anyone. The spirit itself can say, hey, I'm going to make this person do exactly nothing. And then the same thing happens over and over. So now you understand a different way of understanding what demonic possession actually is. And we are all susceptible to it and its influence. Because remember, it's an influence. And what do we get? Propaganda? Influence. What do we get from gossip? Influence. What do we get from hate? Influence. So again, that's an evil spirit. Why not look at it as such? Okay? When it goes back to how Credo Mutwa, how he put it, when he said, who thinks that he or she is a free person? We are not. Does not matter what color you are. We are all under the influence of this one machine. But that machine has many parts, and that many parts take effect in our lives. So what is the secret? The secret of it all is something so simple. It's time and patience. When we see and understand the world for what it is, never going into the second or third reality, but dealing with the world for what it is, time slows down reality. It slows it down so you're able to see the picture. And I'm going to give you something where you can walk away on Monday morning, first thing Monday morning, you can try it, and you will see that the world will be different. You'll be looking at it and be like, wow, I didn't know that. And now you'll see how it works. Because if we don't understand the machine, then we'll never understand how that machine works, and we'll never know how to fix ourselves. So, where you are busy, 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 nor do we have to be consumed with the idea. Because when reality is slowed down, you're no longer busy. You understand that, hey, it doesn't matter if I'm rushing or not. The same result will be here. And that's what the world does not want you to do. The influencers, they do not want you to slow down to see what it is they're doing to us. Not just to you, but to everyone in this world. Okay? So what patience does is patience allows us to break free of the realities designed, because these realities are not realities you took upon yourself. These are realities that were influenced upon us, and we have to see that they were influenced upon us to take us away from the reality in which we live. Okay, so these realities that they designed for us, they keep us at odds. They keep us in debt. They keep telling us to buy more, you can have more. They tell us to hate more, you know, because greed is a good thing. And me, while very, very, very bad things take place around us. To go back to some of the things that we don't like to think about, human trafficking, they exist. So tomorrow, when we wake up, let us open our eyes and take the day. Now this is how you can see if what I'm saying actually works. Take the whole day. One day it's going to take. Observe everything around you. Don't speak. Don't interact with anyone. Just watch all the interactions around you. Don't say a word. And if someone is speaking to you, keep it simple. And then observe. Sit back and observe. Just watch that whole day. Using the three realities as your observation guide. Using the three realities, and by using the three realities, don't say anything, just look at the world around you. And then you ask yourself, you're going to see, especially when it comes to the people you know, you're going to see different realities going into play. And, you know, when we open up our eyes, you know, we see these things. But most of us just take for granted that, hey, you know, I got my own things. No, when you open your eyes and you see that all this stuff is tied, all this stuff is connected, you're going to see yourself as, you're going to be like, wow, you know, there is, you know, how can the world change when we see it? What this person is saying is correct. There's a three reality separation. So from that three reality separation that you will see within that day, then you will understand what the greatest fantasy is, because we are living in that fantasy. And we have to come out of that fantasy if we expect for the world to change. You know, powers change, there's new people in office, but there's no change. There is no change. And so, you know, we have to do, it's up to us, because the future is up to us. It's not up to everyone else. There's, like I said, there's influencers who want you to be down. There's influencers who want to see you bad. There's influences that are around you that want to destroy your life for no reason. So, you know, and then there's also influencers such as myself who say, hey, you know, be yourself, be authentic, slow things down, take time, live a better life, but you're not falling into the traps where you're not being. And also, by this 24-hour observation, you will see that you are less stressful. When you see how things work and you see when things happen to you, you're not as stressed, because now you understand why. And with that, knowledge is power. So everyone, I hope you got a lot out of this video. Like I said, you know, every day is a new day. And the reason I make these videos is because, you know, the influencers, the people who are not allowing us to be free, or don't want us to be free, or especially who don't want us to think for ourselves. That is the greatest fear any human should have. But this is a fear that should make you strong, where you can stand up. And this is what that's all about, standing up together. With that, everyone, have a beautiful day. Have an awesome day. And thank you so much for people who are overseas that are watching this. Thank you so much. And everyone, have a beautiful day. Peace and